We welcome you to the NBA All-Star Game. I'm Kevin Harlan, along with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg.
And you know what? This is probably, Kevin, my favorite date on the NBA calendar. I mean, with the amazing collection of players we have here tonight, this year promises to be an epic event.
Absolutely.
Guys, it always is. I mean, the privilege of playing in this game means so much to every one of these players. I mean, being on this huge stage brings out the best in the NBA's biggest superstars.
Now we'll look at the West All-Stars starting lineup. We've got Stephen Curry. LeBron James is out there with Kawhi Leonard. Then it's MP. And it's Wembanyama in at the 5.
And fans and celebrities alike have descended on this town for All-Star Week. There's been a bunch of fun events going on all over the place.
And, Greg, it's like that every year. I mean, no matter what city is hosting, it becomes a mecca for everyone who wants to take in one of the greatest scenes in all of sports. Not only to watch the best players, but to be seen by the other stars in the crowd.
And for me, this is always one of the best weeks of the year. So much fun for everyone involved. Fans, players, coaches. What a blast.
Yeah, the NBA knows how to throw a party in celebrating its game. There's no doubt about that. And All-Star Week is one great show after another.
And no one's going to ever claim that the All-Star Weekend is about defense, and we got a taste of that right there.
Outside, Towns. Offline with his 3.
Boy, they dodged one there, guys. I mean, he got the wide-open look that he wanted, just didn't knock it down.
And that one is good. MP's got his second bucket tonight.
You know, you're going to have success when you can start out shooting 80% from the game. So early offensively, they've been great. That's the way you like to start.
Boy, not the kind of start they wanted. Only 1 for 4 so far.
Down low. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. MP's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
MP against Brunson. To the middle. Here's Towns. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup.
And that's a nice exchange between teammates there. I mean, they really work well together, whether it's All-Star Week or the regular season.
You know, really pretty fresh they get to share this stage together tonight. I mean, they've both helped each other to get here, and now they're going to keep helping each other.
And he's been a gem this year. I mean, there have been so many highlights for him all over the first half of this season.
And I've got a feeling, Greg, he's just getting warmed up. I think he'll be even better after the All-Star break.
Now here's Brunson. Over MP. That shot is no good, and he's 1 for 3 from the floor. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Well, Tom Thibodeau had a few minutes to share. Now, LeBron always #1 on the scouting report. Coach said on top of being a physically dominant player, he's like an extra coach on the court, able to control the game with his basketball IQ alone. Kevin, a big challenge to handle the mental challenge of LeBron James. Back to you.
All right, David, thanks. Here's Towns. Kawhi Leonard making his last shot. Towns, the pass to Brunson. 6 to shoot. Tatum deciding where to go with it. Off target from outside. And here's MP. He'll bring it up for the West. Leonard sets a screen for MP. Outside Leonard. From the arc. Bucket number 3. He's a perfect 3 for 3 to start.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
Yeah, shots falling, off to a very good start offensively as a result.
And Tom Thibodeau decides to call timeout. Wants to talk some things over, might be seeing some things to adjust. Bucks with some changes. Embiid, he's checked in for Karl Anthony Towns. Paolo Banchero comes in for Giannis Antetokounmpo, and it's Brown in for Tatum. So an almost entirely new group now for the West. Jokic has checked in for Wembanyama. Kevin Durant comes in for Kawhi Leonard. Jimmy Butler, he's checked in for James. And Gilgeous-Alexander is subbed in for Stephen Curry. Now, here's Banchero. Trains the three-pointer.
And this is something Banchero continues to hone, wanting to become a dangerous threat from deep.
Brunson against MP. Again, the West All-Stars.
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
And, you know, nothing like getting an opponent on the ropes early. You love that if you're on that side of the scoreboard, and they are landing some haymakers now.
Banchero, and misses it off the right side of the rim. The West leading by 13. Pass to KD. And here is Butler. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Lays it up and banks it in.
Really seizing the momentum of this game, but doing it with a methodical approach.
And, you know, that involves pounding it inside, getting as many points as you can right at the rim. That demoralizes the team.
And a double-digit lead on the scoreboard as we end the first quarter of play. It's the West All-Stars up by 15. We'll take a quick break, then get you back to the action. Back with you again on the most entertaining night on the NBA calendar. 1 quarter down and 3 to play in the All-Star game.
And you can see these players now starting to get into a rhythm. Should see a lot better flow to the game here in the second quarter.
That's usually the case. I mean, it takes some time to gel with your teammates at the All-Star game.
On the court right now as the second quarter starts for the West All-Stars. They've got Nikola Jokic. MP out there with Gilgeous-Alexander, and it's Durant, and it's Butler in at the 3.
And not as many turnovers as we often get in this game. So good to see both teams taking care of the ball.
Yeah, it really is. I mean, surprisingly, very well controlled for the most part. Sometimes things get a little wild out there, but not so here.
A little light on the fouls in terms of what's been called tonight. And that's usually the theme in this game.
I agree. I mean, the guys always play reasonably hard, but they don't necessarily play physically, if that makes any sense. The officials' jobs are usually pretty easy in this one.
That's a smart pass. Get it to Brown and just let Jalen cook.
Jokic with a screen on Lillard. Here's MP, and MP throws it down.
The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, GA, the pick working to full effect before the stuff.
And, you know, not enough help from the defense there to compensate. He gets a clean look, and that's exactly how you draw it up.
And a wide open look for Cunningham. A three-pointer, no good. And so it's Jokic with it. He brings it up for the West. Gilgeous-Alexander can't get it to go. The East trail by 18. There's Brown with the 3. And it's Jokic with the rebound. The West All-Stars with the ball. In the second quarter, they've given up just 3 points. He gets it in there.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
That's not the kind of streak you want to be part of defensively. Tighten it up, fellas.
And it's Lillard missing. The West leading by 20. And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. And KD throws it down.
Love that play call by MP, finding a way to create for his team.
And here's the East. And Tom Thibodeau decides to call timeout. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly. East with some changes. Antetokounmpo's checked in for Banchero. Jason Tatum comes in for Jaylen Brown. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Damian Lillard. So it's MP making things happen for the West All-Stars. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. And we'll be back with you shortly.
Fans, please direct your attention to center court and get ready for the fans half-court shot. Drum roll, please. They're measuring up the shot. It's all good. Give it up for the participant.
And it's time to strap in as we get set to bring you the explosive action of the second half of the All-Star game.
And that first half was terrific. I'll bet anything, though, the second has even more in store for it.
I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, I think it's going to be a spectacular final 2 quarters.
Antetokounmpo out there with Tatum. Then it's Cade Cunningham. Then it's Karl Anthony Towns. And it's Brunson in at the point guard position. So that's who Tom Thibodeau starts the second half with. And the shot is good.
And the All-Star MVP award, always such a prestigious honor. And it's becoming clear who that honor is going to be bestowed upon this year.
And with the game he's having, it's hard to envision anybody else winning it.
Cunningham's shot is off.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look. Get used to seeing that over the next 10-plus seasons. MP taking flight.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Outside Tatum. Over LeBron. Tatum no good.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Yeah, rebounding has been a big key in this one. They've asserted their will and have taken control on the glass.
That makes 3 in a row to start the second half.
To end the run, Brunson. And the rejection by Wembanyama.
That's 1 for their first 4 to start the second half.
Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well. That's going to send LeBron James to the line. It's going to be on Cade Cunningham. And he's got his first chance at the line here. The West All-Stars making a switch here. Jokic is checked in.
Find the lane. Find the lane. What's up?
GA, what effect do you think the rule to limit flopping has had since it was put into place in the NBA?
Well, I do think we're seeing less theatrics, and there were fines before, but a flop now might impact the game itself. So I'd say it's been a bit of a deterrent.
Leonard kicks to Curry. MP with a screen on Tatum. Curry dishes to James. Clock at 4. Here's the 3. Drains it from beyond the arc. James has got 6 here in this quarter.
Hey, whatever adjustments they made at halftime, they are working to perfection.
You know, they came out of the locker room, revved up the gas pedal, and haven't slowed down yet.
Here's Tatum. They can't stop the run with that one.
boy, you can just see the frustration growing on their faces. Nothing going their way.
You know, guys, no denying it's been a rough patch here. I think they've got to run whatever is best in their playbook to get a good shot.
Brunson against MP. Tatum on the wing. The East All-Stars need to get another shot. And the rejection by James. MP outside. Here's Leonard. Good, and it's MP picking up the assist. MP's got his 5th assist in this one. And here's Brunson. He'll bring it up for the East. Third quarter action, and just under 3.5 minutes have gone. Here's Towns. Bank shot, no good. So it's the West now. They've only allowed 2 points so far here in the second half. Here's MP. And it's the East with the rebound.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
Well, you know, I hear you. That's a good look, but when you're that wide open, I think you got to knock it down.
And the foul called on MP. That is his first foul of the game. And the East All-Stars with some changes. Joel Embiid, he's checked in for Towns. Jaylen Brown comes in for Jason Tatum. And Lillard subbed in for Jalen Brunson. The West All-Stars also changing it up. Durant comes in for LeBron. And Shai Gilgeous-Alexander subbed in for Stephen Curry. Brown kicks to Cunningham. Pass to Lillard. Can they get it? And it's Durant with the rebound. To the inside. Here's MP. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed. MP's got 23.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Lillard against MP. And stolen by MP. And here we go. Fast break. MP's got it. Shoots the 3. That's good, and it's KD with the assist. KD's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Cunningham passes to Lillard. And he drives in, and Damian Lillard with the jam.
And just taking his frustration out on the rim. He ends a huge run by the West All-Stars.
MP deciding where to go with it. And Gilgeous-Alexander gets it to go. Gilgeous-Alexander's got his 2nd bucket of the game to go. Lillard from outside. West All-Stars with the rebound. MP's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. And here's KD for 3. And the West hit again from deep.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Boy, it's been a 3-point barrage. They came out gunning and have not stopped.
The 3 quarters of play all in the books, and this one all but over already. It's the West All-Stars opening up a huge gap. And after a quick break, we're going to... So no problem for the West All-Stars as they get the win.
And it's impossible to know what's going to happen in these games. The talent on both sides is always so strong. But tonight, the West seemed a little more comfortable playing together as a unit, and that's what earned them the win.
You mentioned that all broadcast long, and sure enough, it came to fruition. That brings us to the conclusion of our All-Star coverage. Thanks, everyone, for tuning in. For Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan wishing you all a very good night.